elections are a central feature of democracy. In general, there are two types of elections: proportional representation, or PR, and constituency representation. Both systems have advantages and disadvantages. In South Africa, we use the PR system for national and provincial elections. But we combine PR and constituency representation for municipal or local elections. Half of the seats on a municipal council are occupied by PR councillors and half by ward councillors. In municipalities, constituencies are called wards. Proportional representation system. The advantage of PR is that it allows both big and small parties to be represented. For example, if a party receives 15% of the votes, it will also receive about 15% of the seats. The disadvantage is firstly that the elected representatives owe their positions to the party, since people vote for the party, not for them as individuals. Therefore, they often feel more accountable to the party than to the public. Secondly, the diversity of parties in the legislature may make it difficult to take decisions and form a government. The constituency system. The advantage of this system is direct accountability. Each elected representative is directly accountable to the voters in his or her constituency or ward in a municipality. The disadvantage is that it is not an accurate reflection of the diversity of views of the voters. Let's say two candidates compete. Candidate A gets 55% of the votes, and candidate B gets 45% of the votes. In a straightforward constituency election, candidate A wins the ward seat and candidate B gets nothing. That is why it is called a winner-takes-all system. Elections on national and provincial level. Members of the National Assembly and the 9 provincial legislatures are elected according to the PR system. Only political parties may contest in these elections. The law does not allow the nomination of independent candidates. However, our Constitutional Court has ruled that this is unconstitutional, and the electoral system will now have to be changed in order to allow independent candidates to participate. Elections on local level. As said before, municipal councillors are elected differently. In South Africa, we combine PR and ward elections. In municipal elections, we vote for the party of our choice on the PR ballot and for the ward candidate of our choice on the ward ballot. Ward candidates can be nominated by a political party, but don't have to be. The law allows independent candidates to stand for ward elections. This is explained in more detail in our video, What is the Role of a Municipal Councillor? When calculating the results in a municipal election, the PR and ward elections come together. Remember, normally in a straightforward constituency election, the winner takes all and the votes for a candidate who doesn't win the constituency go to waste. This distorts the outcome. It works differently in municipal elections because here, the outcome of the ward election affects the outcome of the PR election. All the votes for party-aligned ward candidates who didn't win their wards are also counted to calculate those parties' PR seats. Let's look at the following example. A council has 18 seats, 9 ward seats and 9 PR seats. Party X fields ward candidates in all 9 wards, but it only wins 3 wards. In the remaining 6 wards, it loses to other candidates, but it does collect 6,000 votes across those 6 wards. This boosts its performance in the PR election and could result in additional PR seats for Party X. This certainly applies to all the votes of all losing parties' candidates, so there are no wasted votes. Practical consequences of this combined system in municipal elections. Political parties should try to field ward candidates in as many wards as possible, even in wards where they think they can never win. because even the votes for a losing ward candidate will still help that party. Voters should go out and vote, even if they think their preferred ward candidate can never win the ward. Their candidate may not win the ward, but their vote still supports that party that has nominated their candidate. Summary. There are two types of elections: proportional representation, or PR, and constituency representation. Members of the National Assembly and the 9 provincial legislatures are elected according to the PR system. This allows both big and small parties to be represented, but the disadvantage is that the elected representatives owe their positions to the party and are therefore not directly accountable to the public. Our municipal election system combines the advantages of the PR system with the advantages of the constituency system. We vote for the party of our choice on the PR ballot and for the ward candidate of our choice on the ward ballot. This provides an outcome which is proportionately fair because it reflects the total number of votes each party has earned, and it encourages councillors to be accountable to the voters because half of them are directly elected by us in our wards and not just appointed by their parties.